What's up? Alright, so second video. No idea what to talk about, just create from the heart. Straight right there. Right there. That's all you need. You don't need this, I mean, for practical purposes, of course, but like all the big decisions and stuff, that's coming from right here. Do what you want, inspire how you want, but you have to do that through yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to recognize that you exist, that you have the same equal power as anyone else, and you can exercise that power however much you want, and hopefully you use it to spread peace and love and just good throughout the world. But that's still your choice, and just recognize that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And everything just unfolds from there afterwards. Things just start to fall into place. Everything just starts to line up. Outside distractions no longer bother you. There's nothing that can remove you from this state of just life and being, because you know that what you stand for is true, that it's real and it's valid and plausible, and you just keep going for it, keep working towards it, because if it's really as true as you say it is, the work that you put into it shouldn't really deter you or stop you from continuing. Like, you should be almost excited, or yeah, you should be excited to put the work in. Like, it's something that just comes naturally, because in the end, everything, like, why wouldn't it be natural? In the end, only things that are natural are gonna last and stand the tests of time. And yeah, no edits, authentic. There's some shit going on over there. I'm not even gonna. I mean, I'm trying to block it out, but it's all right. Enjoy the moment, because this is all you have. You don't have the future. You don't have the past. You have now. You definitely have now, though. Definitely. That's where I live. That's where you live. That's where everyone lives, whether they know it or not. And the more you divert your attention away from the now, the more stress and anxiety that you just start to build up. You start to feel like guilt and shame and stuff when you're thinking about past things that you could have changed or that you should have done, things of that nature. And then you create a lot of worry and fear when you're thinking about the future, and if like things don't go the way you planned it, like, the future is the future. You don't know what's gonna happen, so why are you trying to figure that out? You will never figure it out, because it's the future. Like, predictions, like, yeah, you can predict this and that and that and that, but like just the overall future, the massive scale, the grandness of it all, you'll never be able to predict that. So just, like, I guess spend your time on something else. But it's like, why would you? Well, and it's not because like you can't do it because you don't have the power to. It's just, it simply just doesn't exist. Only the now exists, and the future is just an extension of the present moment. That's literally all it is. If you're scared of the future, it's probably because you're not taking care of this moment right now. And you just gotta spend time loving yourself, loving others, everything in the name of love, I guess. Because hate always passes. Hate never lasts, ever, ever. Do everything out of the goodness of your heart. Like, fear never wins. In the end, like the end game. We're not talking about like short term. We're so focused on like short term goals and like short term happiness that we're forgetting about the longevity of it all. Like, not realizing that if we spend all our time towards the longevity of everything, then you start to notice short term results But it's not because you're focused on the short term, it's because you're focused on the long term. It's like you get everything you would have got by focusing on short term and more. It's just not that instant gratification. Like, it's just patience and just awareness and realization and just confidence in yourself. Because there's so much to explore, so much to do. Like, so much. Like, we're just getting started. And just trust in yourself. What world would we live in if you could even trust yourself? Like, what kind of life would that create for you? Like, what would that create for you? Having to listen to everybody else, them telling you what to do, them telling you how to live your life, what to do. Like, you catch my drift. It's like, it's not even really a life worth living, in my opinion. If you can't even trust yourself, your own inner guidance, because you exist too. Your opinion, like, everything is just an opinion. Your opinion matters, everyone's opinion matters. But your opinion governs your life. You can't force somebody to live their life a certain way. You can only make yourself live a life the way you want to do it. So in that way, it's like your inner voice has that much more power over yourself than any other person's perspective would have power over you. So just listen to yourself. Like, build that trust within yourself. Just be honest in everything you do. And just create a real world. One filled with joy and happiness. And just follow your passions, because passions make it easier to love, easier to do what you do. Makes it easier to just follow through, easier to commit. Yeah. Do it for yourself. Do it. Combine your physical self with some other, like, entity or being, like, or culture or whatever. Something that, like, skateboarding. Like, I combine myself with skateboarding. Combine one with the skateboard, and it together we can produce something much larger than either one could produce by its own. It's like, I need skateboarding as much as the skateboard needs me. It's like, without each other we couldn't do anything. It's all about collaboration and just coming together to create almost like a legacy. Something bigger and more powerful than anyone could imagine by their lonesome. Put the work into the guitar, you and the guitar. Just create a whole nother world with a whole different set of rules. It's all about just knowing that you gave it your all, and that even if it isn't, like, the best, you know that there is better, and that better is coming, because that's all that there is. Evolution is just, everything just gets better and better and better and better and better and better. Literally. You gotta create history, make your own story. You are the history books. It's like we read the history books thinking that they're so much different. It's like, well, they had all this power, all this, but they're all ordinary people just like us. It's all one and the same. It all started somewhere. And if anything, we just have more opportunity now with all this technology. Just don't get abused by it. Oh, fuck nah. Don't get abused by it. freedom of expression. Some girls painted my nails last night. They're like, you can't even really tell, but they're painted. Just do what you want. It's whatever. It's fun, I guess. Like, be you. Stay true to yourself. You didn't come here to fit in. You came here to stand out. And you're here right now, whether you like it or not. You're here in the now. Right here, right now. Just let that soak in. And just keep breathing. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. All these things they're teaching in like kids movies and shit, and even just normal movies. I forgot the word, but the bigger picture pretty much. It's always something positive that you can really appreciate and implement into your own life. All these stories have a story behind them. Like something true, something real. It all comes from something real, and then it just imagination. But you don't need anyone's approval, anything but yourself to be awesome. And then you'll just start living a life of abundance, a life of joy, happiness, whatever. Like, I'm just listening to some music. I don't know if you can see that, but morning relaxing music, happy and positive energy. Like, because I can. Literally, because I can. And you can too. You can do whatever you want. Just whatever you want. Don't be fearful. Worrying is just a misuse of imagination, because you could be exploring like much more productive options rather than sulking. And yeah, you get it. It just feels better not to worry. That's just objectively true. It feels better not to worry. I want someone to prove me wrong on that. It's not even about that. Just interested to hear the other side. It's all about open-mindedness, opening up, learning from each other, but not taking anything personally. It's all in love, because we're all connected. We take care of each other. It's like a big ass namaste right here, all over the world. Send that positive energy. That's all you have to do. And everything will be alright. And it's like, but what if it isn't? Literally everything in the course of the universe, over the course of time, it has been alright. Like, even like some battles may be lost, but the war is always won. I don't like that analogy, but yeah. You are beautiful. You are as perfect as you will be. You're as perfect as you'll ever need to be. You're sacred. You're unique. I love that. You just gotta love that. Because you can love yourself more than anyone. You can give yourself more love than anyone else will ever be able to give you. And if you're not with yourself, then you've pretty much lost. You're digging yourself a grave. You gotta be with yourself, with your heart. Just straight love, just expanding. Listen to music that helps you stay in alignment with your true intentions. Do everything that allows you to stay in alignment with your true intentions and your true goals and aspirations. Alright, now we reached 15 minutes. That was the baseline. Now we going over the limit. What do I got to share? All extra? Well, this was all extra, but you feel me? Yeah. Just live. If you woke up today, you're winning. Not saying that death is bad, but if you woke up today, that's something to look forward to. Knowing you lived another day. Appreciate the moment because it's all we got. I'm just jamming out to this positive vibe music, just guitar, acoustic, just always come from a place of abundance internally, not a place of lack. You have to fix your internal condition and then everything comes into place. You don't even have to worry about external conditions. Like, that's how at peace you can be. You can be so at peace that nothing externally can ever like influence you, or you feel what I'm trying to say, in a negative way. It's like being a Zen master or whatever. Just loving yourself, expressing yourself, sharing your opinion, sharing your voice. You have a beautiful voice. You can speak. You can, hopefully you can see, hopefully you can hear. That's just great. Hopefully you can stand and walk. Hopefully you have arms. I just had a cast on for like 7 weeks, a full arm cast. I'm so grateful to have all this range of motion back. It's still not as strong as my other arm, but I'm glad it's getting there. There ain't really nothing more to it than just let it fly, let the positive vibes just let it go. This is all personal. Like, I'm posting it to YouTube, but it's all for me, so I can look back and just ooh, that's a namaste to myself. Ooh, see the connection. Ooh. And like, yeah, people can watch it. Hopefully people watch it. Hopefully people learn from it. But it's not even about that. It's all about that connection to self. So with that, peace.